What's going on, people? What's happening? It's your boy Eddie C, the basketball zombie. A little impromptu live today. I want to talk about the Knicks and the Hawks rivalry. What you know now that we can consider, if we can consider this a rivalry due to the playoff series that we had against Atlanta. Um, just want to talk a little bit about what you guys think. Do you think we're up to the task next year of getting into a better matchup with them, be it in the season or in the playoffs? I want to hear you guys' thoughts. I want you guys to jump in with me so we could chat about the Knicks rivalry. I'm gonna put the link in the chat, so anybody that wants to jump on, they're more than welcome to jump on and chop it up with me. We're gonna talk about after off season drafts, free agency. Have the Knicks closed the gap on Atlanta right now? Are we a better team than Atlanta? Are they the better team? What you guys think? I also want to talk about all these accounts coming up, taking some of our podcasting brothers' names and using it as theirs. It seems like we the originators of this Knicks podcast, and they want to bandwagon. Be it Atlanta, be it Brooklyn, be it whatever it is, Chicago, Detroit. They want to bandwagon the podcasting. So I want to talk a little bit about that. I also want to talk about not just basketball. I want to go beyond basketball, and I want to talk about some of these something culturally, hip hop scene, that all intertwines into one, and I want to get into it. We're gonna wait for some people to pop on and see if we can have a nice little chit chat on the live today. Like I said, this was I had the time, so I said let me jump on and say what's up to you guys. A little impromptu podcasting, but it's all good. A lot of people like to have the time so they can know what time people are going to jump on, and I'm pretty sure there's other pods that are going on at the same time. So it's all good though. This is what we're here for. We're just here to talk basketball. We're here to talk Knicks. Whatever we would like. I have a different background today. Today I came downstairs, my old stomping grounds. Like I said, this is just like a quick impromptu live. So I just came over. I didn't go upstairs where I usually go. It's a little space that I have, which I'm finna fix up pretty soon, to get it nice, so it could look like a studio, real studio for you guys. So, whenever Eddie C, the basketball monster, jumps on, it's nice for you guys to check it out. But yeah. So, what do you guys think about the rivalry, in quotation marks, right, between the Hawks and the Knicks? Last year in the playoffs, we had pretty good success against them during the season. But when it came down to the playoffs, obviously it's a different ball game, and they just seem to have the pieces that we didn't have. They seem to just have a little bit more of an offensive punch that we could not match, and for that reason, we lost to Atlanta 4-1. Trae Young basically became a household name, playing in the Garden as the villain. He played spectacularly, made shots, made it difficult on the defense, was able to penetrate, was able to shoot the ball, was able to really get what he wanted. And we had no answers for him. We couldn't even make him work on the defensive end. So it was not a good combination. Him being able to rest on defense and have all his energy to play offense, which was really one of the biggest problems that we had when it came down to being able to guard Trae Young. He looked like the best player in the series. And on the other side, Julius Randle did not play his best basketball. Let me put it to you like that. He didn't play his best basketball. They played great defense, as some would call it, some sort of an amoeba defense against us. A man when Julius didn't have the ball, and then a zone when he had the ball, so they can collapse two players, one on each side, one from the top. And then when he gave up the ball, just sprinted back to their man and played straight up man, which was very difficult for him. It looked like he had a hard time deciphering it. He had a hard time finding players he can trust to shoot the ball. The quick decisions were not made the way they should have. And, one of the reasons why we fell to the Atlanta Hawks 4-1. But I also want that to be in everybody's minds when we talk about, the series, the rivalry, Hawks versus Knicks, Christmas Day, all these other things. I want you guys to remember that, so that can give us fuel for our fire when we go and we play against these guys. I think there's no shortage of desires to beat Atlanta in the summer league. I think it was a point made to not let Sharif Cooper run amok, and he had one of his worst summer league games. Boy, really didn't do a thing. Miles McBride had him on lockdown, and that is a precursor, I hope, to what we're going to be able to do to the Hawks next season when we play them. Have different people that can guard him, put pressure on him on the defensive side of the ball, so he doesn't have time to just rest on that side of the ball, which makes it much more harder for him to play efficient offense, right? If we get him tired on the D, his offense is going to suffer. So, that's part of what I would like for us to start doing. We had a great signing in Kemba Walker, who is somebody that can do that. Somebody that can do that. So, I'm just glad that we made some signings and we drafted some people that are going to help with our deficiencies from last year. Makings of a smart organization is somebody who recognizes what the deficiencies are and how they're going to be able to fix it. So, that's what the organization went out and did, man. They went out, they signed back core players that we needed so that we can have consistency within our group. They went out and they signed a free agent like Evan Fournier, who's going to be able to make shots and play make, something that we were lacking at the two guard position last year. And in the buyout market, Kemba Walker became a free agent, and we were able to sign Kemba Walker. He was willing to come to the New York Knicks at the price that we had, and we signed him to a relatively short-term, team-friendly deal where he is our starting point guard for at least the next 2 years, barring a trade or barring anything else. So now we have a shot creator. We have somebody who can play the pick and roll. We have a shooter, scorer at the point guard position, something that we definitely lacked last year. It was one of our weakest points last year, the offensive punch from the point guard position. Halfway through the season, we traded for Derrick Rose, and he helped with that tremendously. Now having D Rose back and adding a Kemba Walker can only help as we strive to become one of the better teams in the East. The Kemba Walker signing is a beautiful signing for that reason that I explained to you guys. It just helps us all around game. It helps us with being able to not let Trae Young rest on defense and put some pressure on him when he's out there on the floor defending. So it was a spectacular move by the Knicks. We have a healthy Mitchell Robinson coming back. which is also going to help the defensive side of the ball. Somebody that can block shots, somebody that can defend a pick and roll. It's going to give other players a harder time, not just the Atlanta Hawks, other teams a hard time to come into the basket, try to make layups. Hopefully he stays healthy and he plays a great season next year. And we decided to bring him back because he's one of ours. He's one of our kids. We drafted him. He's been up through us. He's been here 3-4 years going to be. So probably most likely we're going to keep Mitchell Robinson around and make him a pillar of our team. And then going back to Evan Fournier, just somebody who can mirror what Atlanta had at the two guard position, which was a Kevin Herter, which is a Bogdan Bogdanovic. They all three of these guys can do very similar things: shoot the ball, defend a little, and play make a little bit. So very smart basketball players, and we definitely needed that on our starting five. So the Knicks organization definitely bettered the team in free agency and in the draft. Let's talk about the draft that came out, and they drafted a defensive-minded point guard who has a compelling offensive game to go with it. A guy has ups. He can play. He can play vertically. And then they also went out and they got a strong body 6'5" shooting guard who has a sweet stroke, who's willing to play defense, and can play make a little bit. I think he has the potential to be a pretty good playmaker and a great rebounder as well. The statistics have proven that Quentin Grimes is a great rebounder for his position, and that's obviously needed when your guards can rebound. It just makes your team a whole lot tougher on the defensive boards and easier to run out on runouts and get easy layups. Also, don't want to forget Jericho Sims, another rim protecting center, big body, very athletic, plays within himself, has a few offensive moves, and I was very surprised by, and just very happy. So we've added that to the team. We've added free agency to the team, and we brought back the same core players except for Reggie Bullock. We brought back everybody that we had from the team last year. So this is New York Knicks are coming back with the same team. Atlanta Hawks are coming back with the same team. Add and sprinkle a couple of differences here and there, but it's basically the same team from last year. So this is going to be a real head-to-head battle when we play against the Atlanta Hawks. I want to talk about a little bit, about the hip hop scene and how that factors into New York Knicks, Atlanta Hawks rivalry. We all know that, New York is the birth of hip hop, right? But along the way, New York has lost some of his fanatics, some of his luster when it came to the rap scene because we were just not producing enough to keep the ears open, and we weren't. How can I say this? We weren't growing. I guess we weren't keeping up with the times, and Atlanta came in with a new sound, new artists, younger people, and just took over the hip hop scene completely. And they have become one of the best hip hop scenes in all of the United States of America. People from New York have journeyed to Atlanta. People like French Montana, Nicki Minaj, and I can say a million more. The list goes on and on of different New Yorkers who went down to the South to get recognized and blew up because they made that journey. So in that sense, Atlanta has also been ahead of the curve and been just very smart in the way they do things. Now, how does this come back and pertain to the Knicks in Atlanta? Well, the fans, right? The fans are one of the biggest on both cities. Now we don't just have the Knicks versus Atlanta. Now we have Fat Joe and Spike Lee versus Quavo. So Quavo is a very well respected rapper. He's somebody who is seen a lot in the sports He's a great basketball player. He plays football. You know, he's a very athletic kid. So you know, he's into what these people are doing, and you know, it just brings more fire to what's happening when you know somebody like a Quavo was sitting courtside, be it at Madison Square Garden or in Atlanta, and Trey Young goes off for 50, takes off his jersey and gives it to him signed. So you know that's just more fuel to the fire. Something that you know I think that you guys can see is like a big part of why we are the way the rivalry is the way it is. So you know, I just wanted to come by and talk to you guys a little bit about this. See what you guys thought. You know, if you'd like, man, just put some comments in the comment section below. Let's talk about New York Knicks versus Atlanta Hawks rivalry. What you guys think about it? The hip hop scene, the city scene, everything put together because I think it's a very interesting topic, and I think we should talk about it more often. These two cities going tit for tat on everything, be it basketball, be it hip hop, be it scenery, be it a lot of different things. You know, just as a friendly rivalry, a friendly battle between two city brethrens. And you know, I would just like to see you guys' opinion. So you know, like I said, this is just a short live. I was coming straight to you guys. You know, I just decided to come on and talk to you guys about this topic. And you know, hoping that you guys like what I was thinking about. You know, like the topic. Would like to talk more about the topic because we could do that as well. We can set a date and somebody can talk on with me. Somebody would like to jump on, could talk with me more about the rivalry, what they think, what they think it means to the New York Knicks and for them as fans. So, like I said, you know, just stopping by, just saying hello to everybody, wishing everybody a good day, man. So, with that being said, this is Eddie C, the Basketball Zombie. Please subscribe, like, share, comment on the bottom. You know, any comment that you like. And we're gonna kick it next time. Next time I was gonna probably be, I don't know, within a few days. I'm gonna think about some more topics that we could talk about. Get on this live and start chatting with you guys. But for now, I'm out. So take it easy. Peace.